Welcome back to Materialize CSS. In this series we will be talking about card. But so far we have gone in the series, and I believe by now we will have learned a lot of things on how to position things. So in this series we'll be talking about card. Card are convenient means of displaying content composed of different types of objects. So it's just a bit of presenting your information in a little format which displays the information in a pictorial form or any other format. It can be in ordinary write-up, it can be in a picture write-up, and it can also depict information. You will use this card in different ways. You can use it to create a cart in your shopping and other things. So card is very useful as far as Materialize is concerned, and it's one of the things we will be using as we proceed, or maybe in our project. So in this tutorial we will just be creating a card in it. So as you can see in my editor is a stop of where we stopped in our last tutorial in the breadcrumb that we did. So I'm not going to delete it, I just have to leave it here and create the card in it. So first of all, I'm going to create a div with a class of container. A class of container gives us a perfect margin from both the left and the right. It makes our workspace, our page, to have a normal margin. So I will just give it a div with a class of container. So the second thing I will create is a div with a class of row. A div with a class of row for me to have a single row. So the next thing I will create is a column. If I believe you remember all these in our previous lesson that we did. So in this, what I am just saying is that in a small screen it should take 12. In a medium it should take 6. It should take 4, and in a large screen it should take 4 as well. So now I will now create a div with a class of card. Inside the div with a class of card, I will now create another div. I know this might be complicated, but just stick to it, and I believe with time you can understand it. So inside the card div, I will create another div, the class of card content. So inside this, I can decide to create a card title or the card header, whichever one you wishes to create. But for me, I will create a div with a class of header. So a div with a class of card header. So inside this place I can say in first card, whatever you wish. So I will go outside that card header. So I will create another div with a class of card image. So I will import my image using the image tag. So I have image in my listing known as GG, as you can see in this place. Okay, it's matter. Save it with matter.png. So that is the image. As you can see, the materialized image. Let me just color this one. I gave it a blue color. I believe you remember all this from our previous lesson. Blue text, and I will have to send it to center. Good. So now outside the card image, I'll create another div, the class of card title. So inside the card title, I can decide to use let me use H5 to create the card title. Let me see. Card practice. let me put the P in capital letter. So in this one I can decide to give it a class of blue as well. I told you I don't like using more than 2 colors in my programming, and I believe if you should learn that, it will really help you a lot. So that is that. Inside that same card content, I will now create, outside the card title, I will now create my P. So let's use Lorem as a case study. So you can see I've gotten my card. So the next thing I will have to create here is my card action, because I want my card to have the action. So I will just create a simple card with action. So this is where this in. I'll go outside the card content. I'll create another div with class of card action. So inside the card action, I'll create an anchor tag. I don't want it to take me to anywhere, so I put read more. So as simple as that. Let me just send it to center. So I believe we have achieved card. Sorry, I went to click here. So if I should expand it now, you see in last screen it maintained 4, in medium it maintained 4. So that is that. Let me just copy this thing and paste. Let me just copy it and paste it for recommendation. Okay, you see I have the record now. Let me show it. You see the record that I got. Let me increase it so that you see it better. So you see the container that we put enable this margin to be the same. So a container from here, imagine from left, imagine from right and left. So this is how to create a simple card. So if you like my tutorial, please share, like and subscribe, and see you guys on the next series. Bye.